I want to tell you something you may not have noticed. Your peace is leaking, not in big dramatic ways, not through a crisis, not through a breakup or a job loss or a health scare. It is leaking through tiny holes, holes so small you do not see them, holes you made yourself without realizing it, through habits you repeat every single day. You wake up feeling fine, but by noon, you feel heavy. By evening, you feel drained. By bedtime, you feel anxious, and you do not know why. You think, maybe I am just tired. Or maybe this is just how life is. Or maybe something is wrong with me. But nothing is wrong with you. Your peace is not broken. It is leaking through 5 small habits that look harmless, but are quietly, slowly draining the calm from your life. Today, I want to name them. Not to make you feel guilty, but to help you see the holes. Because the moment you see them, you can start to close them. One by one, gently. These are not dramatic bad habits. You will not find them on any list of toxic behaviors. They are ordinary. They are common. Almost every woman does them every day. And that is what makes them so dangerous. They hide in plain sight. They look like normal life, like being a good person, like being responsible, like caring about others. But underneath that good-looking surface, they are quietly, steadily draining the peace from your body. You would notice if someone stole your wallet. You would notice if someone broke your window. But you do not notice when your peace leaks out through a habit you have been doing for 10 years, because the leak is slow. And slow leaks are the most dangerous kind. By the time you notice the damage, you have been running on empty for months. Let me show you where the holes are. The first habit: checking your phone the moment you wake up. Imagine this. You are lying in bed. Your eyes are barely open. Your body is still warm from sleep. Your mind is quiet, peaceful. The day has not started yet. And then, before you take a single conscious breath, you reach for your phone. You open your eyes to a screen, and in 1 second, 100 strangers walk into your bedroom. The news tells you something terrible happened. A colleague sent you a message that needs a reply. Social media shows you someone living a better life. An email reminds you of a deadline. A notification pulls you into someone else's emergency. You would never let 100 strangers into your bedroom at 6 in the morning. You would never open your door and say, "Come in, all of you, sit on my bed, tell me your problems before I have even brushed my teeth." But that is exactly what you do when you reach for your phone. Your first minutes of the day are your most private, most sacred space. They belong to you, to your breath, to the quiet, to the slow transition from sleep to waking. When you give those minutes to your phone, you give them to the world, and the world does not give them back. By the time your feet touch the floor, your peace is already leaking, and you have not even left the bed. Think about what your morning would feel like without the phone. Just 10 minutes. You open your eyes, you feel the pillow under your head, you hear the quiet of your room, you take a deep breath, you stretch, you feel your body waking up slowly, gently, on its own schedule. In those 10 minutes, you are yourself, not a worker, not a mother, not a response to someone else's message, just a human being, breathing, in a quiet room. That is what the phone steals from you. Not time, identity. It steals the 10 minutes when you are allowed to just be you before you become everyone else's everything. Your phone is a door that lets 100 strangers into your bedroom before you have taken a single breath. Close the door. The first 10 minutes belong to you, not to the world. The second habit: saying yes when everything inside you is saying no. Think about a tree, a strong, beautiful tree. And one day, someone walks up to it with a small knife and carves their name into the bark. Just one name, a small cut. The tree barely feels it. Then another person comes, another name, another cut, then another, and another, and another. Years pass, and now the tree is covered in carvings. Dozens of names. Some are deep, some are shallow. The bark is scarred, rough, and damaged. The tree is still standing, it is still alive, but it is weaker than it used to be. The cuts let insects in. The scars slow the flow of nutrients. The tree that was once strong and smooth is now covered in other people's marks. Every time you say yes when you mean no, you let someone carve their name into your bark. The colleague who asks you to do their work. The friend who expects you to always be available. The family member who assumes you will handle everything. The stranger who takes your time without asking. Each yes is a small cut. One cut is fine. 2 cuts are fine. But after years of letting everyone carve into you, the bark is so damaged that you can barely stand. Many women say yes because they are afraid of what happens when they say no. Afraid of being seen as difficult. Afraid of being disliked. Afraid of losing the love that they think depends on their usefulness. And so they say yes to the extra project. Yes to the favor that costs them their evening. Yes to the invitation they dread. Yes to the conversation they do not have energy for. Yes to the person who takes and never gives back. Each yes feels like generosity, but it is not. It is a transaction. I will give you what you want, so you will not stop loving me. That is not generosity. That is fear. And fear, wrapped in kindness, is still fear. But a tree that lets everyone carve into it eventually has no bark left to protect itself. And a woman who says yes to everyone eventually has no peace left to protect herself. Your bark is your boundary. And every no is a piece of bark growing back. Every time you say yes when you mean no, you let someone carve into your bark. One cut is fine, but after years, the tree can barely stand. Your no is not rejection. It is your bark growing back. My friend, I want to pause here. If you just recognized yourself in one of these habits, I have a gentle favor to ask. Would you tap the subscribe button? Not for me, but because somewhere right now, a woman's peace is leaking through holes she cannot see. And your one small click might help her find this episode and finally see where the leak is coming from. Thank you. Let's continue. The third habit, scrolling through other people's lives and forgetting your own. Imagine you are sitting in a movie theater, but instead of watching your own movie, you are watching someone else's. Their movie is beautiful, the colors are bright, the soundtrack is perfect. The main character travels to stunning places, wears gorgeous clothes, has a loving partner, a dream career, and a body that looks like it was designed by an artist. And you sit there in the dark watching this perfect movie, and you think, my movie is terrible. My life looks nothing like this. But here is what you forgot. Your movie is playing right now, in the theater next door, and nobody is watching it. Not even you. You left your own movie to watch someone else's highlight reel. And while you were gone, beautiful scenes played in your life that you completely missed. Your child said something funny. Your friend sent a kind message. The sunset outside your window was stunning, but you were too busy watching someone else's screen to notice your own life. Social media is not real life. You know this. Everyone knows this, but knowing it and feeling it are very different things. Every time you scroll and compare, a small hole opens in your peace. Not a big one, just a tiny puncture, but after 30 minutes of scrolling, there are 100 punctures. And your peace has drained out before you even put the phone down. And here is the cruelest part. You are comparing your real life to someone else's performance. Their curated, filtered, carefully selected best moments against your unfiltered, messy, ordinary everything. That is not a fair comparison. It was never fair. It is like comparing your rough draft to someone else's published book. Of course, your draft looks worse. You are seeing their final product. They are hiding their edits. No woman has ever felt better about herself after 30 minutes of comparing. Not once, not in the entire history of social media. And yet we keep doing it, every day. Like pressing a bruise to see if it still hurts. It still hurts. The antidote is not deleting social media. It is remembering that your movie is playing right now, and it is worth watching. Even the boring scenes, even the imperfect ones, because it is yours. You left your own movie to watch someone else's highlight reel, but your life is playing right now, in the next room, and the beautiful scenes will not wait for you to come back. Stop watching their screen. Return to yours. The fourth habit, replaying conversations in your head long after they are over. Imagine you are reading a book. You reach a page that upsets you. The words are harsh. The meaning stings. Your chest tightens as you read. You finish the page, and instead of turning to the next one, you go back. You read it again, word by word. The same sting, the same tightness. You finish it again, and you go back, again, and again, and again. The story never moves forward. You are stuck on the same page, reading the same painful words, feeling the same painful feelings, over and over. This is what replaying does to your mind. Your boss said something critical on Tuesday. It is now Thursday, and you are still reading that page, still hearing their tone, still replaying your response, still thinking of what you should have said instead. A friend made a comment that stung. It was 3 weeks ago, but in your mind, it happened 5 minutes ago. You have replayed it so many times that the memory is now bigger than the actual moment ever was. Each replay does not bring you closer to understanding. It brings you closer to exhaustion. The page does not change no matter how many times you read it, but you get more tired every time, and the words get sharper, and the feelings get heavier, and the memory becomes a monster that grows bigger with every reading. Here is something important. The conversation in your head is no longer the real conversation. It stopped being real after the first replay. By the 10th replay, you have added words the other person never said. You have added tones they never used. You have created a version of the event that is more painful than the actual event ever was. You are not remembering, you are rewriting. And the rewrite is always worse than the original. What if you turned the page, not pretending the words were not there, not forgetting them, just acknowledging, I read that page, it hurt, I understand it, and now I am moving forward. The next page might be better, the next chapter might be beautiful, but you will never know if you keep rereading the same paragraph. You are reading the same page over and over. The words have not changed, but you are getting more exhausted with every reading. Turn the page. The story is not stuck. You are. And the next chapter is waiting. Take a slow breath right now. And as you breathe out, imagine closing a book gently, placing it on the table, softly, with respect, but with the decision that you are done reading that page for today. Feel the relief of setting it down. Feel your hands becoming lighter. feel the story finally moving forward. The fifth habit, the one that affects women more than any other, carrying other people's emotions as if they were your own. Imagine you are at an airport. You have your own small bag, light, simple, just your things. Then someone walks up to you. "Can you carry my suitcase?" Just for a little while. You take it, of course. You are kind. You help. Then another person, another suitcase. Just for a moment, you take it too. Then another and another. Now, you are standing in the middle of the airport, carrying 5 suitcases. Your arms are shaking. Your back is breaking. Your own small bag is somewhere on the floor, forgotten. And none of these suitcases are yours. Your friend is going through a breakup. You carry her sadness home with you. Your mother is stressed. You absorb her anxiety into your body. Your colleague is angry. You take his tension into your chest. Your partner had a bad day. You swallow their mood and make it your own. By the end of the day, you are exhausted. Not from your own problems, from everyone else's. You absorbed their weather, and now their storm is living inside your body. Their sadness is in your shoulders. Their anger is in your jaw. Their worry is in your stomach. And the strangest part? They might already feel better. They vented, they released, they moved on. But you are still carrying what they put down hours ago. This is not empathy. Empathy is understanding someone's pain. This is absorption, taking their pain into your body and carrying it as if it belongs to you. Women do this more than men, not because women are weaker, but because women are taught from childhood to feel what others feel, to sense the room, to read the mood, to adjust, accommodate, absorb. That sensitivity is beautiful, but without boundaries, it becomes a leak, the biggest leak of all, because other people's emotions are infinite and your body is not. You can care about someone without carrying their suitcase. You can love someone without absorbing their storm. You can be kind without losing yourself inside someone else's feelings. The next time someone hands you their emotional suitcase, try this. Hold it with them for a moment. Listen, be present, and then, gently, hand it back. This is yours. I love you, but I cannot carry it for you, and carrying it will not help either of us. That is not cold. That is the kindest thing you can do. For them and for yourself, you are carrying 5 suitcases through an airport. None of them are yours. Your own bag is on the floor. Forgotten. Put the suitcases down. You can love someone without carrying their baggage inside your body. So here is my gentle invitation for you this week. Choose one habit, just one. The one that leaked the most peace from your life today. And try one small change. If it is the phone, try this. Tomorrow morning, wait 10 minutes before you touch it. Just 10. Breathe first. Stretch first. Be a person before you become a screen. If it is saying yes, try this. The next time someone asks for something and your body tightens, pause, count to 3, and say, "Let me think about it." That is not no, but it is not automatic yes either. It is a pause, and the pause is where your bark grows back. If it is comparing, try this. Set a timer for 5 minutes when you open social media. When the timer rings, put the phone down and look at your real life for 30 seconds. Notice one beautiful thing that is actually in front of you. If it is replaying, try this. When the conversation starts looping in your head, say out loud, "I am turning the page." Say it firmly. Say it gently, but say it. Give your brain a new instruction. If it is carrying, try this. At the end of the day, put your hands under running water and say, I am washing off what is not mine. Let the water carry it away. One habit, one small change, that is enough to stop the leak. And when one hole closes, your peace begins to fill back up. Not all at once, but enough to feel the difference. Enough to sleep a little deeper tonight. Enough to wake up a little lighter tomorrow. We have named 5 quiet leaks today, friend. We closed the bedroom door, and we remembered that the first 10 minutes of the morning belong to us, not to the news, not to emails, not to 100 strangers who have no right to be in our bed. Those minutes are ours, sacred, quiet, the last private space in a noisy life. We looked at the tree and counted the carvings, and we understood that every yes we do not mean is a cut in our bark. Not one cut, hundreds, over years, each one small, each one forgettable. But together, they left the tree barely standing. Our no is not cruelty. It is protection. It is the bark growing back, slowly, one refusal at a time. We walked out of someone else's movie theater and returned to our own. And we found beautiful scenes playing that we almost missed. Scenes that will not be replayed. Scenes that were happening right now, in our real lives, while we were watching a stranger's highlight reel and feeling small. We turned the page, finally, after reading the same painful paragraph for days, for weeks, for months. We stopped rewriting the memory into something worse than it ever was. The words have not changed, but we have. And the next chapter is waiting. And we set down the suitcases, the ones that were never ours, the sadness that belonged to someone else, the anger we absorbed from a room we were only visiting, the worry we swallowed from someone who already feels better. And we felt our arms lighten, and we picked up our own small bag, the one we forgot on the floor, and we walked forward, lighter, freer, finally carrying only what belongs to us. If you remember only one thing from today, let it be this. Your peace is not broken, it is leaking. Through 5 small holes you made without knowing. Close one hole today, just one. And feel the calm, slowly, gently, quietly fill back up. You deserve a life that holds its peace. And now you know where the leaks are. Thank you for being here today, my friend. Thank you for choosing to spend this quiet time with me. Your presence in this cozy space means more than you know. If this episode gave you a moment of peace, I would love it if you tap like and subscribe to the channel, not for the numbers, but because every small click helps someone else find this quiet corner when they need it most. Take care of your heart tonight. Be gentle with your soul. I am so proud of you for being here. Goodbye for now, friend.